No, 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 no. So it's been a while. The last video I posted on this channel was that I was taking a month off of social media, which didn't actually last a whole month. Not because I couldn't go a whole month, but because about 3 weeks into that challenge, we actually had internet become available in this area. I live out in the middle of nowhere. There's no viable internet service out here. Up until about mid to 3/4 October-ish, Bell Fiber Optic became available. The best news in a long time, I actually have internet now, which is life-changing. You don't realize how much you miss something until it ain't there anymore. But there's been a lot of other changes in my life as well, and I want to share those with you today. And I also want to kind of like renew my vigor for posting content on this channel and posting on social media, because I do enjoy it, but I haven't had the drive to do it very much lately. Hopefully you can hear me, because it's windy as fuck out here today. There's been a lot of changes in my life. I started this channel back in 2013, and I know it seems like a little bit of a failure that I started it back in 2013, and I don't even quite, I almost have 400 subscribers. But I started this channel back in 2013, and I started it posting dog training content for a dog training business that I was running, and it grew from there. And a lot of the time I was posting videos just like this one. I would post a lot of dog content, like just like this one. Walking with my dogs, except now I'm walking with my daughter too. Walking down this road, talking about dog training principles that I believe to be really important. It evolved into this as well as vlogs, so I'd be showing you parts of my day, time with my family, time with clients, evaluations. And it mixed all together to create a nice little niche, and it started growing. And then it stopped. And it stopped primarily because I kind of fell out of love with dog training. You need to make up your mind on how bright you want to be there. Exposure. Let's see, that's too bright. You happy there? Is that a happy medium? I fell out of love with dog training, which hurt a lot of things in my life. Primarily my cash flow. When you work for somebody, or when you are an employee somewhere, it's not your responsibility to shovel coal into the engine of the train to keep it going. That's the people above you, your managers, your owners, your CEOs, your supervisors. The people above you, by default, need to care more about the momentum of the train than you do. When you're self-employed and you get tired of shoveling coal, there ain't nobody there to fill your spot for you. You have to shovel coal. You have to keep the train going, and if you don't want to, the train stops. And that's kind of what happened with me in the dog training business. I'm really trying to get my framing right here, it's starting to bug me. I fell out of love with dog training, and in the process of falling out of love with dog training, my business started to suffer because I wasn't putting the effort into content anymore. I wasn't putting the effort into advertising and marketing anymore, or networking. I got to the point where when I would get a new email with somebody saying, oh, my dog does this, that, and the other thing, can you help me? I wasn't excited. I wasn't excited to help people. I wasn't looking forward to it. I honestly felt like work. And that's the last thing you want. When you go into business for yourself, you have to be excited in those moments. That's your money coming in. That's your rent, your food. That's you looking after your kids. And if you're no longer excited about it, it has a ripple effect through the entire organism, and it eventually ends up dying. And that's what happened. I got to a point where I just didn't want to train dogs anymore. And I'm at that point now. For the first time in a long time, when I run into somebody with a puppy or a dog on the street, I can say hi as a dog lover now. I can enjoy that dog's company. I can see it for what it is, rather than through the eyes of a dog professional or through the eyes of a dog trainer. I got to a point where I almost didn't even want to pet dogs anymore. Like I'd come up to a dog on the street and my wife would be like, oh, what a cute puppy. And I'm like, hi dog. Like, it was bad. Maybe if I just lock my exposure, I'm not shooting on manual mode like I normally do. Lock. Haha, ha ha ha. The job that I'm working now is a really great job. I'm really enjoying it so far. It's with a company called Prime Communications, which is basically an authorized dealer of Rogers. I'm selling cell phones. Technically, I'm selling cell phone service. The cell phone's kind of attached. But if you know me on a personal level, you'll know that I've had like an affinity for cell phones for a really long time. I've owned almost every major manufacturer's cell phone. I'm really enjoying this job. It's a fun job. It's sales, which I'm good at. And I enjoy the people I'm working with. And it's not a job I'm gonna be quitting anytime soon. I actually enjoy it. Another way that this has affected me and my family, me not training dogs anymore, is my wife going back to work, me working full-time, like 36 to 44 hours a week, depending on the week. Loki, my German Shepherd, was really suffering for that because he was not getting what he needed in a day, and it was making him difficult to live with. It was making him very annoying. So me and my family made the hard decision to actually rehome Loki. And I know there's a lot of critics and a lot of people that like to run their mouth about rehoming dogs because they're supposed to be a lifelong commitment. And I hated that argument. I hated that argument before having to rehome one of my dogs, and I hate it even more afterwards because it wasn't a decision out of laziness. It was a decision that was made with the best interests of the dog at heart. And Loki's now gone to a new family he's adapting. I've resourced a trainer in the Ottawa area that I believe if they require help with him is a good resource for them to have. And our household is kind of down one dog. We're back to the original two. Last but not least, one of the most important things, one of the reasons I'm making this video is because I want to get back to creating content. Back in, I think 2015, 2016, I can't remember which year exactly, I daily vlogged for 60 days, I believe, and I did it without a home internet connection. I did it by going to a coffee shop every day to upload my videos and do all that kind of stuff. Now that I have internet at home, this changes things a little bit. I want to start creating more content. I want to start taking this a little bit seriously because I feel like I have a lot to offer in a couple of different areas, and I want to start putting content out that reflects that. Does that mean I'm going to start daily vlogging again? Probably not. My life is pretty busy right now. And like I said earlier, about 40 hours a week is me standing in a cell phone place talking to people about plans and cell phones. What this really means is I want to start focusing a little bit more on documenting my life, because one of the big reasons I originally created this channel and I originally started posting content on the internet is the idea that in 2 generations from now, my great-great-grandson or great-great-granddaughter could be watching this content to learn what great-great-grandpa was all about. And I think that's really cool. But I also think that I want to put content, if I could watch videos of my great-great-grandfather, my hope is I would be able to learn valuable life lessons like those sit-on-my-knee conversations we would have had in the living room when I really needed life advice. And if I'm being honest, filmmaking and flashy transitions, though cool, strays a little bit from the objective that I originally had when starting this channel. So what does this mean for you? What this means for you is I'm gonna start posting more content on a regular basis. My goal as of now, can we not kick your blanket off? It's very cold out. There you go. My goal as of right now, and I think an easy goal to achieve, is 2 videos a week. And some of those videos are gonna be vlog style where I'm taking you into a day in the life. And others are gonna have a deeper message to it. Maybe some life advice, maybe how-to stuff, maybe, who knows? I have no idea. All I know is I wanna start taking this a little bit more seriously. I wanna start creating more. I wanna give this whole social media thing a run for its money. Because I believe I have a lot to offer. And I believe I have knowledge that others could benefit from, and I'm not keeping my end of the promise when it comes to documenting my life. I'm worried way too much about the content. That's kind of why I was I'm attempting to be as honest as I can be today. I look forward to this journey that we're about to embark on. Okay, bye.